Hello children, welcome back to social class. In today's class, we are going to learn about the globe. Children, in last class, we have learned about the earth. Then we learned surface of the earth, then we learned shape of the earth and we learned the globe. Okay children, let me ask you a few questions based on the topics. Children, which planet do we live? Yes, we live on Earth. Children, our Earth is the home to millions of human beings, plants and animals. Children, what is the Earth? Yes, the Earth is our home planet. Earth consists of land, air, water and life. Children, the land contains mountains, valleys and flat areas. Then the air is made up of different gases, mainly nitrogen and oxygen. Children, the water includes oceans, lakes, rivers, rain, snow and ice. Children, what is the shape of the earth? Yes, the shape of the earth is spherical. Children, earth is spherical in shape. Children, what do you mean by continents? Yes, the large continuous land masses are called continents. Children, how many continents of the world? Yes, there are 7 continents. What are they? Yes, Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Antarctica and Australia. Children, what do you mean by oceans? Yes, the large water bodies on the earth are called oceans. How many oceans on the earth? Yes, there are 5 oceans. What are they? Yes, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Children, the large continuous land masses on the earth are called continents and the large water bodies are called oceans. Children, water occupies nearly 71% of the earth's surface and the remaining 29% is the land area. Next we learn the globe. Children, what is a globe? Yes, a globe is a small model of the earth. Children, in today's class, we learn about the globe in detail. Children, in this class, we will discuss about the globe, latitudes, then features of latitudes, important latitudes, then longitudes, then features of longitudes and the grid. Okay children, now let us see about the globe. Children, look at this picture. Do you know what it is? It is a globe. Children, as you learned in earlier classes, the globe is a model of the earth. The globe shows us the shape and the location of the continents, oceans and seas on a smaller scale. Children, it also shows the shape and location of different countries. Children, globe shows the location of the continents, oceans and different countries. Children, what is a globe? A globe is a small model of the earth. It is spherical in shape. Children, why do we need a globe? Yes, globe help us to understand the earth in a simple and accurate way. Children, it help us to understand the earth in a simple and accurate way. Children, globe gives the correct shape, size and location of the continents and the oceans on the earth. Children, look at globe. We can see only half the globe at a time. To see the other half, we have to turn it around. Children, it can be turned around a line passing through it. This line is called the axis. Children, this line is called the axis. This is an imaginary line. Children, the globe rotates about its axis. Children, what is the axis of the earth? Yes, the axis is an imaginary line drawn from the North Pole to South Pole that passes through the center of the earth. Children, look at globe. The axis is an imaginary line drawn from the North Pole to South Pole. Children, that passes through the center of the earth. Children, it has a tilt of 23.5 degrees. The axis of the earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. Children, look at this globe. The two ends of a globe are called poles. The one at the top is the North Pole and the other at the bottom is the South Pole. Children, the two end points of the axis of rotation are known as poles. Children, the line which joins these two end points is known as the axis of the earth. It is an imaginary line. Children, the axis means an imaginary line that joins two poles is called the axis of the earth. Poles means the two end points on the axis of rotation of the earth. Children, a globe is a small model of the earth. Axis means an imaginary line that joins two poles is called the axis of the earth. Then poles means two end points on the axis of rotation of the earth. Children, look at globe. We can divide the earth into two equal parts by drawing a midway line horizontally at the center as an east to west line. Children, this imaginary line is called the equator. This is the longest east to west line which can be drawn on the earth's surface. The earth is divided into two equal curves by an imaginary line called the equator. These two curves are called northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Children, the northern hemisphere lies above the equator and the southern hemisphere lies below the equator. Children, most of the northern hemisphere is covered with land while most of the southern hemisphere is covered with water. Children, look at map. Most of the northern hemisphere is covered with land while most of the southern hemisphere is covered with water. Children, look at globe. We can see more than circles drawn on the earth's surface. Children, a set of circles and semicircles are drawn on the surface of the globe. The full circles run from east to west. They are called lines of latitude or parallels of latitude. Children, the full circles run from east to west. They are called lines of latitude. Then the semicircles running from north to south are called the lines of longitude or meridians of longitude. Children, let us learn latitudes. Look at the globe. You will see full circles. They run from east to west. These are called lines of latitude. They are also called parallels. The full circles run from east to west are called lines of latitude or parallels. Children, what are the latitudes? Yes, the full circles run from east to west are called lines of latitude or parallels. Children, latitudes are imaginary lines that run from east to west. Look at globe. You will find a number of lines running parallel to the equator. Like the equator, they go round the earth. Children, these lines are called parallels or latitudes. The equator is the 0-degree parallel. The latitudes that divides the earth into two equal curves, the northern and the southern hemispheres, is called the equator. The equator is the 0-degree parallel. The lines of latitude or parallels are marked in degrees. Children, the lines of latitude start at the equator. The equator is at 0-degree. Children, the North Pole is 90-degree north and the South Pole is 90-degree south. The equator is marked at 0 degrees. The North Pole is at 90-degree north. The South Pole is at 90-degree south. Children, there are 181 degrees of latitude in all. Listen carefully. Parallels are called latitudes. These are imaginary horizontal lines that run east to west across the globe. Children, what are latitudes? Yes, latitudes are also called parallels as they run parallel to the equator. Children, let us learn features of latitudes. What are the features of latitudes? There are 181 latitudes in all. Then the equator is the longest latitude. Children, look at globe. The equator is the longest latitude. Children, you see lines of latitude run parallel to each other in the east-west direction. Latitudes are imaginary lines that run from east to west direction. The length of the latitudes keeps decreasing as we move away from the equator towards poles. Children, these latitudes are parallels reduced to points at North Pole and South Pole. Look at image. All latitudes are located at an equal distance from one another. These are all the features of latitudes. What are the features of latitudes? Yes, the equator is the longest latitude. Then latitudes run from east to west direction. Then all latitudes from complete circle except North Pole and South Poles. Then all latitudes are located at an equal distance. And the length of latitude decreases. Children, the length of latitude decreases as we move from the equator to the poles. To the poles means 0 to 90-degree north and 0 to 90-degree south. These are all the features of latitudes. Next, let us learn important latitudes. Look at globe. Some latitudes have special names. They have been given names also. The important latitudes are the Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degree north, the Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degree south, the Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north, the Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degree south. Listen, the equator is 0 degree. Then the North Pole 90 degree north and South Pole 90 degree south. Look at image. Some parallels are given a specific name. What are they? First one, the Tropic of Cancer. It is an important parallel of latitude in the northern hemisphere. Children, the Tropic of Cancer is an important parallel of latitude in the northern hemisphere. It lies at a distance of 23.5 degree north from the equator. Second one, the Tropic of Capricorn. It is in the southern hemisphere. Children, it is the southern hemisphere. It lies at a distance of 23.5 degree south from the equator. Children, the Tropic of Capricorn lies at a distance of 23.5 degree south from the equator. Third one, the Arctic Circle. Children, the Arctic Circle lies at 66.5 degree north from the equator. The latitude at 66.5 degree north is known as the Arctic Circle. Last one, the Antarctic Circle. The Antarctic Circle lies at 66.5 degree south from the equator. The latitude at 66.5 degree south is known as the Antarctic Circle. These are all important latitudes. What are the important latitudes? Yes, the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn, the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle. Children, what is the degree of Tropic of Capricorn? Yes, the Tropic of Capricorn lies at 23.5 degrees south from the equator. Children, what is the degree of Antarctic Circle? Yes, the Antarctic Circle lies at 66.5 degrees south from the equator. What is an important parallel of latitude in the northern hemisphere? Yes, the Tropic of Cancer is an important parallel of latitude in the northern hemisphere. Listen carefully. Latitudes are horizontal circles. Then latitudes run east to west. Total number of latitudes is 181 degrees. Children, let us learn longitudes. Longitudes are imaginary lines that run from the North Pole to the South Pole. The semicircular lines running from the North Pole to South Pole are called the lines of longitude or meridians. Children, look at globe. We also find vertical lines running from the North Pole to the South Pole. Children, these are called longitudes or meridians. Longitudes are vertical and semicircular lines running from the North Pole to South Pole. All longitudes are of equal length. They are not parallel to each other. They meet at the poles. Look at globe. You will find semicircular joining the North Pole and the South Pole. Children, these are called lines of longitude or meridians. Meridians are also imaginary lines. Children, meridians are also imaginary lines. They are numbered from 0 degree to 180 degree. Then all meridians are equal in length. Children, All meridians are equal length. The meridians passing through Greenwich. Children, the meridian passing through Greenwich near London is taken as the starting line. Children, where is meridian line located? Yes, the meridian line located in Greenwich near London. Meridian is 0 degree longitude. It is called the prime meridian. Longitudes to the east of Greenwich are called east longitude, and those to the west are called west longitudes. The meridians to the east of the prime meridians are marked as E, and to the west are marked as W. The hemisphere to the east of 0 degree is called the eastern hemisphere. Then the hemisphere to the west is called the western hemisphere. There are 360 longitudes. Children, there are 360 longitudes. 180 longitudes to the west of the prime meridian and 180 to its east. Children, what are longitudes? Yes, the lines that are vertically drawn are called longitudes. Children, the 0 degree longitude is known as the prime meridian. The 0 degree longitude is known as the prime meridian. It passes through Greenwich near London and it divides the earth into the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. The 180 degree east and the 180 degree west longitudes meet and form a single line. Children, the 180 degree east and the 180 degree west longitude meet and form a single line on the opposite side of the world, called the 180 degree longitude or the international dateline. Children, the 180 degree east and the 180 degree west longitudes meet the line is called the 180 degree longitude or the international dateline. Children, the international dateline means the 180 degree east and the 180 degree west longitude meet the line is called international dateline. The 180 degree meridian is called the anti-meridian or the international dateline. What is prime meridian? The meridian passing through the Royal Observatory in Greenwich near London was marked as the 0 degree meridian. This meridian is called the prime meridian. Children, next we learn features of longitudes. There are 360 meridians. That means 180 degree east plus 180 degree west in all. Children, 180 degree longitude is a common line. That is 180 degree east and 180 degree west longitude is the same line. Then all longitudes are of the same length. That means equal length. Longitudes are vertical lines drawn on a globe that run from the North Pole to the South Pole. Children, look at globe. The maximum distance between any two meridians is at the equator. The distance between any two meridians decreases towards the North Pole and the South Pole. Children, meridians are semicircle that run from the North Pole to the South Pole. Longitudes are marked as E or W. E means east, W means west. Children, 0 degree meridian is called Greenwich or prime meridian. Longitudes cross the latitudes at right angles, that is at an angle of 90 degree. Okay children, next we learn the grid. What is a grid? Children, a network of lines formed by the latitudes and longitudes. The latitudes and longitudes together form a network of lines on the globe. Children, what is a grid? Yes, the latitudes and longitudes form a network of lines that is called a grid. We can locate a place with the help of the latitude and longitude lines. The latitudes and longitudes intersect each other at right angles and form a network. Children, this network is called the grid. The grid helps us in locating places. Children, if we know the latitude and longitude of a place, we can find its exact position on the globe. Children, what is a grid? Yes, a network of lines formed by the latitudes and longitudes. We can locate a place with the help of latitudes and longitudes. Okay children, now I am going to give quick revision. What we learn in this chapter? Yes, the globe, the latitude, features of latitudes, important latitudes, longitudes, then features of longitudes and the grid. What is a globe? Yes, a globe is a small model of the earth. It also helps us to understand the earth in a simple and accurate way. Then we learn latitudes. What are latitudes? Yes, latitudes are imaginary lines drawn parallel to the equator and run from east to west. Children, imaginary lines means lines that do not really exist. Children, the equator is the most important latitude which divides the earth into northern and southern hemispheres. The horizontal lines are drawn parallel to the equator. Like the equator, they go around the earth. They are known as latitudes or parallels. Children, parallels means running side by side with the same distance at every point. What are the features of latitudes? Yes, the equator is the longest latitude. Lines of latitude run parallel to each other in the east to west direction. All latitudes are located at an equal distance from each other. Children, what are the important latitudes? Yes, the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn, the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle. What is the degree of Arctic Circle? Yes, the Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north. What is the degree of Tropic of Capricorn? Yes, the Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degree south. Children, next we learn longitudes. What are longitudes? Yes, longitudes are imaginary lines which run from north to south and meet at the poles. Children, the prime meridian is the most important longitude and passes through Greenwich. The prime meridian divides the world into eastern and western hemispheres. What are the features of longitudes? Yes, all longitudes are of equal length. Longitudes form semicircles that run from the North Pole to the South Pole. Children, next we learn the grid. What is a grid? Yes, a network of lines formed by the latitudes and longitudes. Children, grid helps us to accurately locate places on globes. If we know the latitude and longitude of a place, we can find its exact position on the globe. Children, the network of longitudes and latitudes forms a grid. It helps us in locating places on earth. Okay children, now I am going to give book exercise. Let us see first Roman. Fill in the blanks. First question. The dash divides the earth into two equal curves known as hemispheres. Children, the dash divides the earth into two equal curves known as hemispheres. Children, what is the answer? Yes, the answer is equator. The equator divides the earth into two equal curves known as hemispheres. Children, the latitude that divides the earth into two equal curves, the northern and southern hemispheres, is called the equator. The equator is the 0-degree parallel. Second question. Lines running parallel to the equator are called dash. Lines running parallel to the equator are called dash. What is the answer? Yes, the answer is latitudes. Children, lines running parallel to the equator are called latitudes. Latitudes are imaginary line drawn parallel to the equator and run from east to west. Children, third question. The presence of dash and dash makes life possible on earth. Listen, the presence of dash and dash makes life possible on earth. Children, what is the answer? Yes, water and air. The presence of water and air makes life possible on earth. Fourth question. The meridian passing through Greenwich near London is also called the dash. Children, the meridian passing through Greenwich near London is also called the dash. What is the answer? Yes, prime meridian. Children, the meridian passing through Greenwich near London is also called the prime meridian. Fifth question. The dash allows to locate a place on the globe or a map. What is the answer? Yes, answer is grid. The grid allows to locate a place on the globe or a map. Children, what is a grid? Yes, a network of lines formed by the latitudes and longitudes. Children, next one, match the following. Children, you see there are two columns. One is question part and another one is answer part. First you see question part. First one globe, second one longitudes, third one grid, fourth latitudes and fifth continents. Children, another part answer part. Option A, network of longitudes and latitudes. Option B, parallels. Option C, huge masses of continuous land. Option D, meridians. And option E, model of the earth. Listen, first question. What is the first question? Yes, globe. Children, what is the answer? Yes, answer is option E, model of the earth. Children, globe, model of the earth. Second question, longitudes. Children, longitudes. What is the answer? Yes, the answer is option D, meridians. Children, longitudes, meridians. Third question, grid. Children, grid. What is the answer? Yes, the answer is network of longitudes and latitudes. Grid, network of longitudes and latitudes. Fourth question, latitudes. Children, latitudes. Yes, the answer is option B, parallels. Children, latitudes, parallels. Fifth question, continents. Children, continents. What is the answer? Yes, the answer is huge masses of continuous land. Children, continents, huge masses of continuous land. Okay children, now I am going to give worksheet revision. Children, first Roman, tick the correct option. First question, the percentage of land and water on the earth's surface is dash. The percentage of land and water on the earth's surface is dash. Option A, 65% and 35%. Option B, 70% and 30%. Option C, 71% and 29%. And option D, 80% and 20%. Children, what is the answer? Yes, option C, 71% and 29%. The percentage of land and water on the earth's surface is 71% and 29%. Second question, the second largest continent is dash. Children, the second largest continent is dash. Option A, North America. Option B, South America. Option C, Asia. And option D, Africa. What is the answer? Yes, option D, Africa. Children, the second largest continent is Africa. Children, next one, third question. The busiest ocean is dash. Children, the busiest ocean is dash. Option A, the Atlantic Ocean. Option B, the Indian Ocean. Option C, the Pacific Ocean. And option D, the Arctic Ocean. What is the answer? Yes, option A, the Atlantic Ocean. Children, the busiest ocean is the Atlantic Ocean. Fourth question, the number of continents in the world is dash. Children, the number of continents in the world is dash. Option A, 3. Option B, 4. Option C, 5. And option D, 7. Children, how many continents in the world? Yes, option D, 7. Children, the number of continents in the world is 7. Fifth question, a model of the earth is called dash. Children, a model of the earth is called dash. Option A, map. Option B, globe. Option C, compass. And option D, none of these. What is the answer? Yes, the answer is option B, globe. Children, a model of the earth is called globe. Children, globe helps us to understand the earth in a simple and accurate way. Globe gives the correct shape, size and location of the continents and the oceans on the earth. Okay children, I hope you all understand this chapter clearly. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.